Are you a burnt out estate agent? Today I'm joined by the wonderful Steph Walker, who is boss lady of TAUK. And we're here to talk about work-life balance, burnout, and everything else like that. Talk to me, Steph.
Work-life balance doesn't exist. No, okay, I'm jesting ever so slightly. I'm of course going to speak from a self-employed estate agency perspective, and I'm not jesting when I say work-life balance doesn't begin year one. I think a lot of people are sort of drawn to self-employed estate agency because of
Well,
work-life
we're
balance.
filming this in late November. It will probably be coming out either side of Christmas, so we'll be over that. But become a self-employed estate agent and go and see your kids at the
The nativity play, yeah, absolutely. And look,
or pick your kids up every day.
every single day, and you'll be at every football and cricket match, and you're going to brunch with your friends on the weekend, and you're playing golf on a Friday afternoon. Although conveyancers get to do this, don't they? I mean, anyway, I think being realistic, there isn't going to be a work-life balance in year one if you want to build properly. Now, if you want to take 10 years to build your business and earn crap money, go at it. But I think you're going to have to understand, and the family are going to need to understand and give you some support, that the first 12 months are all about build.
Yeah, you've got to work in the dirt to be able to fly like an eagle.
Absolutely. And again, this for me isn't about, I want to earn 200 grand a year. It doesn't have to be that. But it's about getting to what I like to call the point of choice more quickly. The point of choice is where you've built to a point where recommendations and referrals are coming in. So you can either double down and go again and go hard and 200, 300 grand, whatever that might be. Or you go, actually, now I don't need to be as proactive and as outbound. And so I can get a little bit of that work-life balance. But it's important, obviously, in that first 12 months, because we know, if we're being realistic, it's going to take time to get there. How do you actually just take a step back and not burn yourself out completely?
How do you do that? Because I know you're spinning plates yourself.
I'm terrible for it. So I'm the worst example.
So it's a case of do as I say,
not as I do, 100%. And I say this in pretty much every walk of life that I'm involved in. I am terrible at taking my own advice, but I'm more than happy to give it to other people.
Let's hear the advice.
So this sounds really corporate, right? And I go on about it all the time, but time blocking. Having specific time dedicated to specific activities is really, really important. Because you don't need to be prospecting 7 days a week to build a business. That's nuts. You probably need to do it a good few hours a day, 5 days a week at least. But that then does mean that if you need to switch off at 6:30 and have tea with the kids and put them to bed, you can do, as long as you've done your work before. Time blocking isn't just about busy work. It is about saying there are certain things that I have to do.
And not if there's a viewing comes in, or can you do it Monday morning? Sorry, booked up.
Absolutely. I think that's one of it's accountability again. And I think, again, it's hard, but you have to draw a line in the sand. One of my most hated phrases in estate agency is the 24/7 estate agent. No estate agent needs to be 24/7. It's an absolute fallacy. Nobody wants to be speaking to estate agents all the live long day anyway. So if you said to somebody, I want to go and view 3 Acacia Avenue, here's 3 choices, a morning, an afternoon and an evening, they're going to find a time that works for them.
They are. In fact, I'd actually say, and there's some psychology behind this. If you give someone a choice of 1, they'll say no. And if you give them a choice of 3 or 4, they're less likely. If you give them a choice of 2,
Oh, there you go.
they seem to pick one.
Yeah, it's quite definitive. Again, it's a line in the sand.
Yeah, and remember, you've got a property day 1 of you.
Absolutely.
Tuesday morning or Saturday afternoon, what are you going to choose?
And I think it goes back to something else that we're talking about today, Chris, being hyperlocal. But again, it makes more sense. So my main job is helping other estate agents build their business, but I do sell some property on the side. But I have to be hyperlocal. 1, because I don't do enough volume to be found out about unless I am. But 2, it makes more sense. If I can go and walk to do an open house on a Sunday afternoon and I spend a couple of hours there, I did one yesterday actually. Spent a couple of hours there. I got a lead halfway through the open house from somebody that wanted to come and view. Fine, I'm going to be here for another 20 minutes. Pop along. Brilliant. They've offered this morning. Hopefully we sell it. But I was walked there for
That was
5
like
minutes.
easier than having to go.
In my car for 25 minutes. That's another 25 minutes back. That's a whole hour out of my day. Whereas I did an open house for an hour and a half on a Sunday, was back at the local wine bar very, very quickly, enjoying a Rioja.
I bet Andrew never even missed you.
Didn't know I was gone. Too busy watching the NFL, Sports Sundays. But absolutely, I didn't feel like I'd lost my Sunday from being out for an hour and a half. And I potentially sold a home, which could be £6,000 or £7,000. Not to me, unfortunately, but if I was a proper partner. So I think there's certain sort of corporate ways. And again, I say this a lot. You don't go into self-employment to have the constraints of a boss and all those things. That's the romantic notion you have in your head. But you are now your boss. And you want to be able to give yourself a little bit of time off and a bit of time back. And so time blocking is truly, truly important. And if you need to be held accountable to that, there is a decision on what brokerage that you join. You know, are these the sorts of things that those people talk about? You know, if you're naturally very bad at that, you need to find a group of people who are really, really want to help you in that perspective.
And again, others are available. The thing I like about your brokerage is that you see yourself as a coach and a mentor, not as we'll supply you Rightmove and a bit of a CRM, which I believe some others do. And
there's a place for that, absolutely. Some are it's been sort of noted before, a cheap route to Rightmove.
Yeah.
Which I get.
Yeah, more of a perfunctory, you know, I'm giving you a certain percentage of my fee, but in return I'm getting
a bit of tech, Rightmove.
That's fine. And if that's for you, great.
100%.
But if you're an agent who needs support, guidance and coaching and, you know, get you off the ground, because again, do you want to be part of the 80% that's only earning 20% of the money, or do you want to be part of the 20% that's earning 80% of the money? That's what I like about TAUK. Others are available.
Yeah. Again, though, it's how you want your business to run.
Of course it is.
So with our customer hub, I don't think it's... So if you were joining us, Chris, and you've just listed a home, you're going to hold it open on Saturday afternoon, you're going to go and meet those viewers on Saturday afternoon. I don't think it's a good use of your time to spend a load of time booking in viewings.
No.
We have an experienced team of estate agents to do that for you, but that's time back in your hands to either prospect more, win more listings and build quicker, or take little Johnny to the park.
There you go. Thank you for your time today.